Is this your first national team?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's I've been trying to get like a Team Canada berth for probably about 6 years, like on a dedicated
Yeah.
kind of way. So yeah, it's my first one. It's pretty cool.
It's tough. I think if you don't make it in junior,
It makes it so much fun.
yeah, there's a jump up.
Yeah.
And then there's a few under 23 teams, but I don't think they're every year, and they're kind of
Yeah, it's a weird like system, especially like my U20 years were both during the pandemic,
Yeah.
so it's like I essentially just lost them. Like I still competed. I remember Lara and I actually tried, like they set up meets in Winnipeg for just us
Yeah.
to try and make like World U20s.
Yeah.
I want to say the standard was 15. It was like 1570 something. I jumped 1535.
yeah. Since then, your PB at the time was around 1550.
1557.
Yeah, and you've jumped up another half a meter since then.
Yeah.
So, looking at yourself now and looking at yourself then, what do you think the difference is that got you from mid-15s to over 16?
Just, I mean, at the very least, like body-wise, I was about 20 pounds heavier when I was jumping 15.5. I think I relied a lot more on like strength and power than, and like, not to say like technique was never there. Like it's, for me, that's always been a very strong suit, but like I was very much, let's get in the gym, let's push the numbers up, because you know, if I add 10 more kilos to a clean, which you can't do all the time, but
Yeah.
you know, if I keep adding numbers to my clean, then I'm gonna like jump further. And it worked, but then it worked up to a point, and then it was like, okay, we gotta like really figure out what's coming next. And for me, that was speed.
Yeah.
So the last 2 years, I've been really dedicatedly focused on my speed. I realized I just didn't understand sprinting at all.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm getting a better grasp on it now. And yeah, so I'd say that's like the biggest difference is like just being more of a sprinter, like esque jumper rather than like, yeah, thinking of myself more as like a sprinter than a triple jumper rather than a triple jumper than a sprinter.
Yeah,
and I think it shows not even just in like the technique of the run, but like also my body type is like, I'm not puffy and heavy anymore.
So, I imagine when like for triple jump, whenever you break one barrier, you're kind of always thinking ahead to the next one. So
Yeah, you're 100% right.
you have 16 and 15 behind you, so I know you're thinking of 17.
Yeah, that's obviously the next one. I honestly thought I'd be closer by now, but I mean, I have journal entries from when I was like 17, talking about how I was gonna jump 17 meters at like 21. 2 years past that and still nowhere near, but well, not nowhere, but yeah, 17 is like the next horizon I'm looking towards.
I mean, everyone has different progressions. A lot of jumpers, some jumpers are like they're stars in junior, and then they kind of trickle off and they peak.
Yeah.
Others, they progress consistently into 28, 29, 30-year-old range. So, I mean, everyone gets there at different times.
Yeah.
It's not linear, like you're going to take steps back at some point.
Yeah.
But what about physically, what do you think it would take to jump?
I would need to be, I think, just much healthier in general. I don't have the greatest habits. I don't take care of myself all that well. I think most people who know me they know that. I have a lot of, like, I deal with like mental health more than anything, and that really gets in my way. My body can withstand quite a lot, pretty much anything I throw at it, but like, my brain gets in the way quite often, and so I'm hoping, like I've been doing a lot of work on that in the last few years, especially in the last like few months. I've been really actively taking an interest in it. I mean, I see a therapist almost every week now. Don is my guy. He's been really, really helpful for me, and I try to see him regularly. I think I have a call with him tomorrow, so I'm hoping that, you know, we can work through some stuff as well, and just being more confident in myself as just like a person rather than just an athlete. I think having more, it's funny, I think I need to do more outside of the track to like do better on the track. I've mentioned this in interviews before where it's like, I feel like for a lot of years I was going to the casino and just gambling my entire self-worth on like one jump or one competition or one season, and I think it just like getting out of that habit has been really beneficial for my progress lately, but I think it's gonna be really important. I guess you asked specifically what it's gonna look like.
I mean, well, either.
Yeah. And then on the physical side, I need to be much faster. I won't mention my PB on camera because I'm embarrassed by it. You could look it up.
I won't
if you
make
need.
you say it out loud.
You can look it up if you want to, but
I mean,
my 60 is not so bad, but yeah, I think I need to be like about a half second faster in the 100 at the very least, and then mobility. I'm not that mobile right now. I mean, I'm pretty flexible. Like I can almost do the splits, but like I need to be better in the hips and being able to actually be powerful through those positions. I think so. It's just gonna be a lot of just more work.
yeah. And to get faster than 100, what's your plan? Like, are you going to change your training a little bit to focus more on?
Yeah, more of it. So normally I wouldn't. Like if you take a look at my season last year, I didn't do I did 2 of them, but I didn't do them until after the season was, like my triple jump season was over. This year, like my first week, I was entered in 100. I've done 3 already this year. My plan is to do another one before like Canada Games, just to like kind of see where we're at. But it's also like I realized I had a lot of like nervousness and anxiety around sprinting. So I feel like if I get rid of that and I actually like believe, yeah, it all comes back to like that self-belief where I'm like, no, I can be fast. And if I believe I can be fast, then I think down the line I will be.
How do you feel about making it to Canada and being able to represent your country? And so part B to that, how does this experience compare to, say, Canada Games or other national level competitions?
Yeah, on the Making Team Canada front, I'm extremely grateful. For a long time, I didn't think it was going to come. Sometimes I still doubt myself on what's to come next. So to finally have the singlet, to have a jacket,
Those jackets are sharp.
Yeah, I'm very pleased with the kit. The long tights I'm really excited about. When my bag gets here tomorrow, you'll never see me not wearing this stuff. So, but yeah, it really means a lot. I mean, especially to like me as a younger athlete. Like I think back to like when I was, 17. I jumped 15 meters for the first time, thinking track and field was going to be all sunshine and rainbows. To finally be like where I wanted to be, and I mean, it just means like so much to me. As like it means a lot to like that inner younger athlete. So, and then comparing it to like other meets, I mean, I remember when I first when I went to my first like Legion Nationals, I remember how like big everything seemed, and then over time like it just kind of got, you start to know everybody, and then my first Can West and U Sports, that blew Legion out of the water because it was just, there were so many people, so many great athletes, and like really started to feel like I was, like, oh, things are getting bigger. Canada Games is probably one of the bigger events I've been to before this, and like, because everybody's like older in age and they all really know what they're doing, and everybody competes really well. But even then, I remember I was warming up on the track the first day, and in my head I was like, oh, everybody's watching me, and then I realized that no, we're all like, I'm either like at the level or below everybody here, to like such a significant degree where some of these people know how to do things that I could never even comprehend, and so it's such a different level being here, because I mean there's no standing out unless you're winning.
Okay, the last thing I want to ask is, so for a younger triple jumper, let's say someone around 15, 16, they're in that 12 meter, trying to break 13 meter range.
For sure.
What advice would you recommend to get them to that next level?
Keep going. Don't stop. I coach kids your age. Everybody's convinced that they're going to be like, that every jump matters, and they're always so embarrassed. They need to be the best right now. It does not matter. If you're 14, you're 15. Where you'll be in 5 years, you will not even, like, nobody remembers what you did in high school. So just keep going. That's probably it.
Cool.
My kids have heard that before, for sure. So
Hear it again, hopefully.
yeah. Oh, they'll watch this.